right, team. Well, welcome to today's team call, the Champions team call with our whole organization and team. And we just want to welcome you. If this is your first time joining us on this call, we want to just say welcome. You're part of a great community within AdvoCare, a team of like-minded people that are really looking to bring freedom and hope and not only health freedom and financial freedom and hope into our own lives, but also everybody that we are in relationship with. And so tonight I simply wanted to welcome you, those of you that have been a part of our calls know that we do this at every beginning of a pay period, something that we've been really implementing this year and trying to bring a lot more unity and support and encouragement. So just know that you are a part of a great support system, and we want you to join tonight. And just know that we're going to be talking about just casting vision, about your preferred and your better future. We're going to be really encouraging and talking about just support that we can, recognizing obviously the people on our team that are really starting to move and generate continuous, momentum, which is all about bringing momentum, and just want to be an encouragement to you in your journey, especially those of you that are starting out with us in AdvoCare. So without further ado, we will talk a little bit about just our recognition. And so for all of you that are really trying to pursue the business with AdvoCare, we want to just let you know that these are some of the guiding, things that you are to keep your mind focused on just inviting people to come and be a part of AdvoCare. Recruiting people into your team, into your organization is all about just sharing the message of AdvoCare and giving people the option. So all you top recruiters, great job. Chance Davis with 3 and Eric Green with 2. And you guys are champions. Way to go. We had 15 others on our team that had a new distributor, which is awesome, and a total of 20 new distributors that became a part of our organization. And we want to welcome you and a new advisor. So way to go, guys, top recruiters. And also 3K Club, Don and Cassidy, Billings, Montana, Corcoran, even with expecting their third little child, man, they're still cranking out there and sharing hope. And Corey Sittner, Smash Daddy, way to go, guys. And then also part of the 4K Club, I had to create this image for the 4K Club because some of you guys are starting to really just make that a consistent part of your business and hitting the 4K Club. But Chance Davis, just making it happen out in the East Coast. I think he's in New York right now or Virginia. Can't remember, but he's just traveling and just changing lives coast to coast. And then also Hui Nguyen out here in California. Just so blessed to have you guys just really making happen. And for those of you that are listening and are wondering what 3K and 4K, it just means that a lot of product is really moving in the marketplace, and that you are sharing, either helping other people to get to that advisor level or just really getting a lot of people on product. And we've seen that those measurements really just help people establish just a strong, firm foundation in the world of AdvoCare. And then some of you guys can see that are watching our presentation online, just the top overrides. This is what I love about the override is that the override is what helps bring about that fourth way that we get paid in AdvoCare is leadership and then overrides. And your leadership is always going to be based on how much you grow and help other people grow their business. And so we talk about that in such a way that it's all about just empowering and building wide and deep in this business, and it's all about helping other people get results. So way to go, team. The other thing that I'm really excited about, which is what's going to really dominate the conversation in our call tonight, is all about helping people understand just the power of something that has just been announced to our whole organization, our whole team with the Johnson organization, and all the top leaders are coming together and just saying, hey, we want to do another Ruby Boot Camp. And you may have heard about the Ruby Boot Camp. You may have, maybe even in the past, have already participated. Many of us that have already participated and have seen just great results on getting through this basic training, this boot camp. It's like a college-level course in Advocare to help you establish a firm foundation and understand just how this business works. To really, it's like seeing it from, if you're looking at business and getting a higher education and want to make yourself more valuable to your organization, Ruby Bootcamp can really help lay down the framework for you to build a strong team and organization and to help guide other people through that. And so Wayne and Bethany have a recording that you can watch it and listen to it if you are looking to understand a little bit more of what Ruby Bootcamp is all about. We want to make that available to you. If you go to risechampions.biz, you can see that. And then also get with a person that is your direct, leader, support. Connect with us if you don't necessarily have it, or if I'm that person to you, because we really want to make sure that you understand, the value of what Ruby Bootcamp is and how powerful it can be. And so there's the classes. It's really just laying down. There was a call today that really explained everything. But what we want to talk about is just what would this look like for you if you chose to engage this now and decided, okay, I'm going to end the year by making myself really educated in the business of Advocare, the understanding the ups and downs and how this, and to really go through this boot camp and really catapult me into 2015 with a very firm foundation, with a commitment, with a level of I'm going to make this happen. It's gonna work, and to have that, to know that you're not alone in it, and the whole organization is doing it. And so we really want you to be a part of this, to understand how powerful it is, and just to know what it means to get to that Ruby leadership level. Just on an income, okay, on average, Ruby distributors earn an income of $81,000. So we've seen people experience great results, not only on our team, but throughout the world of Advocare, people that have taken this class seriously and said, hey, we're going to do this. And the results are amazing, and it brings so much freedom. So just think about that. What if by this time next year, by doing this class, you set yourself up to be at the Ruby leadership level and earn an extra $81,000 on a part-time basis? So just think about that. And with that, I have the great privilege of having a good friend of mine, Rafael Luzatero, and his wife Flora have been great friends. We've met at different leadership events. They're part of the Johnson organization, so we're cross-lined to each other. They're Ruby leaders up in Washington. And I asked Rafael if he would just share with us, with our team, that way you guys can see and hear from another perspective what this Ruby Bootcamp did for him, and also what he has seen happen with others on his team that have done Ruby Bootcamp, and just share a little bit of his story and his experience. And so, Rafa, if you are there, brother, go ahead and hit star 6 so you can unmute yourself. Let me see if I may have hit something. Make sure I can unmute all participants. 1 second.
Hey, Anthony, right. Are you there?
Yes. Sorry about that. I had you muted.
Not a problem.
I can hear you, brother. No, it's not. It was me. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you, and it's an honor for you to think of me way up here in Washington to be part of your team call. So thank you for that. And Ruby Bootcamp, it was a huge. It still is. It's one of those pivotal points for our business that if it wasn't for Ruby Bootcamp, I could seriously say that it would be really hard for Flora and I to be where we are now, and even maybe even part of the business as well, because what it did for us is we were lucky to start it right at pretty much the start of our journey with Advocare. We started in January of 2012. We started going through the products. I had a lot of weight to lose, and so I got on. We both started, my wife and I, on the 24-day challenge. Got amazing results together. We lost 100 pounds, over 100 pounds together, and with that, with the obvious transformation of our bodies, people started asking us, what are you guys doing? We want to do that. And all we knew is like, hey, we just got to have them talk to our leaders and get them on product. And so that's how we started. And in March of 2012, which is about 2 months into the business, that's exactly about the time everybody was wanting to know what we were doing. And Mike and Janelle Friedrich offered up this Ruby Boot Camp for people under their organization, and so we jumped on. And we were we were a little scared, and didn't know what to expect, because it was explained just like you said, it was a college level course. And I was thinking, man, I left college behind a long time ago, and I never wanted to pick up another homework or book or anything after that. But I knew, both Flora and I knew, that if we wanted to move forward in our business, this is something that we had to do. And just like you said, what it did is it gave us confidence right away in the business by giving us the fundamentals, the foundation that we needed to start our business. It gave us, and especially for me, it gave me that confidence that I needed. It was one of those where I'm a guy that likes to stay in his comfort zone, and this forced me to get out of there, and that's what I needed. I needed to stretch and grow, and with that, so did our business. And so, we, about that time when we started Ruby Boot Camp, I remember getting a check of $200, which, at that time for us was a huge paycheck. That was groceries for us and some gas in our cars. But what it did is, by the end of the 6 weeks, is we were going through the system, following, going all in and following the requirements of the boot camp. By the time we were done, we were getting $1,000 paycheck. And so that was something that I didn't even think we would do in such a short amount of time. And what it did is it solidified Advocate for me. It basically said, okay, this thing's for real, and if this is all I got to do, it's one of those things that it's easy. The steps in the process are easy, but what makes it difficult is putting your barriers in front of you, and at times the fear that you have. And so for us, and for me especially, that was the huge part of Ruby Boot Camp, was to go. And we went in there all in. If you know my wife Flora, she's a competitor. So when they said that you needed 30 points, she said, we're doing 60 since there's two of us. And we were neck and neck with another distributor group, that also a couple that were in there. And we had to make sure for her, is we use that as a competition to, it was a friendly competition, of course, but what it did is it forced us to get into action. If we really wanted to be competitive and go, we had to talk to people and get them through the success system. And so that's how we got introduced into the success system there. So yeah, it's been amazing. And shortly after Ruby Boot Camp, what it did for us is we finished Ruby Boot Camp at the end of April of 2012, and by I think it was the mid pay period of May of 2012, we ended up pinning the silver leadership level, and then from there, it was within a matter of 6 months we got to the Ruby level. So, and what that's done for our family now is it's allowed Flora to be able to come home and be stay-at-home mom. I'm still at work, but it's one of those pressures that I know if I want to come home, I have that option. I'm in law enforcement, so I got a career in front of me and options to whether I want to move up the ladder or not. But it's definitely a lot easier to look at those from an angle of doing it because I want to and not doing it because I have to. So that's just a little thing from our end, and the biggest thing for us is we've been doing these Ruby Boot Camps for our team. I'm going on about this will be my 6th one, going through. with that team, and it's awesome. I mean, we have with us now, we already have 2 other rubies underneath us. We have a gold 3-star. We have about 3 silvers under us, and they've all have been through the Ruby Boot Camp, and it's changed their lives and their business. And it's just one of those things that you need. This is part of your business if you want to grow, get the fundamentals down, and just catapult your business. So yeah, I hope that kind of captured what you were looking for, Anthony.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much. And you guys are busy people, and that's, I mean, just you have share a little bit of like just your guys' when you guys did this, like just kind of like what your schedule was like, and just your, I mean, you have kids, and so just share a little bit of like, you know, you guys chose to go all in, not when it was easy, but when you made that decision.
That's right. I mean, it was one of those when, you know, Sarah and Jeremiah Wogamuth are our direct leaders. They're 9-star emeralds, and at the time, to be honest, they said, hey, you guys need to do this Ruby Boot Camp. And we knew we had to do it, like I said earlier. But at the same time, you know, 1, fear started setting in, and 2, the excuses of time. You know, like I said, I'm in law enforcement, so I go around the rotating shifts and the different schedules that I got to do that between days and night. And then my wife, Flora, and she at that time, she was a director of a nonprofit organization that was supposedly a part-time job, but because she was the director, it was more of a full-time job, but still only getting paid at the part-time wages. So, and then our kids starting school, so it was one of those where we were always shuffling kids. We were, shuffling between schedules, and it felt like we'd get up tired and we'd go to bed tired. That was the kind of day, but we knew that if we wanted to change that in our lives, we had to make that sacrifice. And so, and now, you know, because of that sacrifice that we've done, it's alleviated that time pressure that time debt that we used to have.
That's awesome. Yeah, and now you get to be with your kids right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's one of those where I didn't know how long it was going to be.
It's all good, brother. No, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Rafa, for sharing. I'm going to, if you got to hop off, I understand. But, man, just, guys, this is what I love about even, like, the relationships in AdvoCare is that, you know, my friend Rafa, he and I mean, they're even, like, a part of, you know, our network of people that we do Spanish calls together, and their story, I mean, they're just great friends, and every time we see each other, it's usually at leadership events, Success School, or at, like, Lake Tahoe, and it's just like they're a champion family that we just have had such a great encouragement from their journey. I've been on calls for them, for their Ruby participants, or I was actually, like, one of the people that shared with Rafa when he was going through Ruby Boot Camp, and it was just like one of those, like, man, like, this guy, they have such a great journey ahead of them, and because they participated in Ruby Boot Camp, they have had now options, and I know for him as a person in law enforcement, and for Flora as somebody that had huge responsibility. I mean, they have 3 beautiful boys. I mean, it's just like they were not. It wasn't convenient, but it's now been able to unlock opportunity and freedom. So take their example, use this, especially if this is like your first time really wanting to get into the business and actually really wanting to see what this business is all about. Please join us in this journey with Ruby Boot Camp. So with that,
hey, Anthony.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, thank you for that. Sorry, I had to just put mute away. I got Sevy down, but yeah, thank you so much for that. And you're right as far as you're one of the biggest reasons why I was successful in Ruby Boot Camp. And I just want you guys to know that you guys have an amazing leader in Anthony, because he has helped me so much, helped develop, especially on the Spanish side. And you know, because of that first phone call that we had as part of Ruby Boot Camp, you know, you gave me that vision from a different side that I needed, especially, you know, to be honest, from the Latino side that I needed to hear, and kind of encouragement on the business things. And so thank you for that. And you guys are, like I said, you guys are blessed to be part of a team with this great man and his wife as well. So that's all.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you,
Take
man.
care.
I'll pay you later for that one, brother. No. Thank you. You have a good night, too, brother.
Take care.
Right on. Yeah, that was a great. I appreciate that compliment. That means a lot. You start to see just other champions coming on board, and with that, guys, like I said, the whole message of Advocare, especially right now during the holidays, is, man, it's just about bringing hope, and it's all about bringing hope to other people. And so, you guys that are part of our team, we just want you to know that we're with you, and we're all about like really bringing that support and encouragement to our teams. And so, one way that you can do that, make sure that you guys, those of you that look on our presentation right now, man, the meal replacement shake just came out, the white chocolate peppermint. Man, I already thought Chance Davis that he had his ordered ready to go. I don't know how he got it so fast, but man, and also the Advo bars, gingerbread bars, those are going fast. So if you have not ordered yours, or if you just became part of our team, but you want to get on that and order those so that you can be a part of it, and just get yourself ready for the holidays, share with people, and Advocare makes it easy to share, not only with our products but also with the business. So last things that I want to talk about is just understanding that we are approaching, not only the holiday season but also really entering into this new year with strength, with vision, and the Advo Nation Champions United 2015 is going to be an amazing way for you to kick off the year. And so we're doing this Ruby Boot Camp in anticipation that the momentum that is building and the foundation that you're laying and really going into 2015 and then having a way to capture all this momentum and all these new people that are becoming a part of your team and bringing them with you to see and to get a glimpse of what the Advocare Nation is all about. You got to get signed up. You got to make that decision now. Make that investment in your better future. And I've gone to conferences all over the nation. I've been a part of like organizations that like send people, and these conferences are super expensive. And Advocare makes it very affordable for you to be in one of these day events. And so I know we're going to be trying to get as many people here in Long Beach. I know our team up in Montana is taking a lot of people either to Denver, and some of them are going all the way to Portland. We have people that are going to Dallas and Houston and even Atlanta, as well as where's the other one? Des Moines, Iowa. And so we just have. I'd love to see people on our team go to everyone. But just make that decision now. If you are wanting to really engage the business and be a part of it and you have a team with you, it's going to take your business to a whole new level. And it's going to take you personally to a whole new level. And so we want to say, I want to encourage you, make that decision now. If you haven't already purchased your ticket, and get people on your team that are starting to really express interest in the business, say, hey, we got to go. Let's get you on one of these Advo Nations Champions United events. All right? And with that, guys, I just want to say this. In the season of Thanksgiving, I am so thankful for you, for our team, for the lives that are represented. And so I want to say thank you. God bless you. Wish you guys the best in this holiday season. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we will be talking to you in December. So blessings.